Peace, YouTube family. It's your boy Zay coming back at you with another video. You dig, man. And you know how we do it. We get right into it. So I'm coming back to y'all to report on my, 1 week raw vegan, little challenge or journey or detox. They same, all three the same thing, just different names for it. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I felt great. I didn't feel sluggish at all. I felt like I had way more energy. I would be fulfilled after I eat because the vegetables and stuff are like, it's still like, for instance, like kale without with it not being cooked, it's still like it's a water-based vegetable. So when it's not cooked down, like when some of these vegetables that are water, like have high water content in it, when it's not cooked down, you're not releasing all the nutrients and all the water out of it. So in my opinion, and because I'm running track right now, so this can even relate to, athletes. I'm on the amateur stage of track, but I'm still like full court pressing, like progressively working towards running track. So when it comes to like a person going over to like a vegan diet, in my opinion, if you were to go over to vegan, I believe that going mostly raw vegan would be way more beneficial. Because what I've peeped within the last 7 days is that I didn't have to eat as much as I did when I was eating like, the like cooked vegan foods and whatnot, and the cooked vegetables. Because when when you're cooking the vegetables, you're cooking down the protein in it. This whole thing about protein, cooking down the protein, and you cooking down the nutrients in it. You cooking down the vital things within that vegetable. Not saying you're cooking it fully out, but we gotta realize when you're cooking vegetables and food in general, you're shrinking. Even when we talk about meat, meat in its rawest form has way more protein than it does in its cooked form. You know what I'm saying? Now the cooked form still has a high level of protein, but in its rawest form, it has a higher content of I guess people would say nutrients or teach his own. I'm not gonna get onto that, but just making a connection between like when you cook food, it's a proven fact. This is not my opinion. When you cook food, you're cooking down the nutrients that's within that food. So what I've been realizing with myself, I haven't been having to eat as much as I do when I eat like cooked vegan food, because it's still in its highest content state, if you will. It's been great. Couple dishes I made. I made a little tomato, I forgot the name of the wrap, but I made a little wrap, and it had I made some homemade guacamole, threw some tomatoes in there, some green onions, made my own salad dressing sauce. So I threw some mushrooms in there, some sweet chili peppers, I threw some green olives in there, I threw some thyme, some parsley, what else? I think I threw some garlic in there, a little bit of minced onion, and I threw the water in there to give it, so it can blend. And I poured that on top of the kale. I had the kale inside the wrap too. I sprinkled some walnuts and some I want to say it was either raisins or cranberries, but I sprinkled some walnuts and almonds and some cranberries within the wrap too. Folded that bad boy up. Pressure. I'm talking about pressure. And what I realized, like that wrap that I made, they charge you damn near like $16, $17, $18 for like a kale wrap at some of these restaurants. And so I realized, like, if I'm ever like in the mood for like a kale wrap, I would just go make it myself. I would just commit to myself, like, okay, we gonna eat this for the next 4 or 5 days, because the kale wraps that I made was pressure. So I don't mind, like how I am, I don't mind eating good food for a couple days as long as it's good. As long as it ain't gotta be super exquisite in taste. Like as long as it's good and I'm getting my high value nutrients that I need from what I'm eating, I'm good. Because I'm using this as fuel to get me towards my goals. I'm not eating food to be a food connoisseur or I'm not being a slave to my taste buds. So that's why a lot of people get in wanting to have something different to eat every day, like always searching for that new taste, because your taste buds are running you. So you're becoming a slave to your taste buds in a sense. So that's been my journey, man. Would I do it again? Absolutely. I'm low-key thinking about switching over to it full time. Like I'm taking this week to, this process and, reflect on the 7 days and whatnot. But especially with me continuously learning about different raw vegan dishes, because there's so many raw vegan dishes that look delicious on the internet. So as I continue to grow my knowledge about raw vegan dishes and all that, I really honestly, because the reason why I say that, because I don't ever see myself going back to eating I don't ever see myself going back to eating meat. So with me probably for the rest of my life staying on this vegan diet, I wouldn't put it past myself to see me going like full raw vegan for the remainder of, and of course I wouldn't say full, majority raw vegan, and maybe like 1 meal out the week or 2 meals out the week I have like a cooked vegan meal. But outside of that, because like I said, I'm eating food to fuel me, to work me towards my goals. So if I know based off these last 7 days that I just went through, how I performed in the gym, workouts was insane, how I performed in the gym, how I felt mentally, because these past 2 weeks have been super busy for me, and I haven't been sluggish. Today was my first day. I want to say yesterday was my first day feeling sluggish, and that was because I just had a whole bunch of stuff that I was getting ready for. I just finished a merch drop. I've been editing videos, shooting pictures, editing pictures, been doing a lot. So with all that being said, I honestly believe that when I was doing that 7 day this past week, I felt great off the raw vegan diet. It wasn't like I said, I felt fulfilled every time after I eat. Like they always say, if you ever get hungry, just go eat and just make sure it's something healthy that you eating. Because it's in its rawest form, and it's a lot of stuff that you eat within the raw vegan palate it's easily digestible. So it'd be like, it's not hard on your body, it's not taxing on your body. And I feel like I was able to spend more energy on other stuff instead of, my body was able to spend more energy on focusing on other things in my body, like healing my body and stuff, instead of focusing on digesting my food all the time. You feel me? So I highly recommend, if I would have to recommend this to other people, I absolutely would. Like volunteer, like nobody would have to force it. Like I would do this on my own. I would 100%, 110% vouch for a raw vegan lifestyle. And like I said, I definitely do see myself going majority raw vegan in the future. Once I get like my grocery shopping and my list down, and I get everything to the T on what I want to get, because that's the biggest thing. You want to buy in bulk. You don't want to just buy a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Make sure you buy in bulk, so you commit yourself to using up these groceries, eating these groceries, instead of leaving these groceries around sitting in your refrigerator. So you just that's shit money. So make sure you buy stuff that you actually see yourself eating past 1 or 2 days. So that's why I had made some homemade guacamole, because I know I'm gonna run through some guacamole. Like I love guacamole, you feel me? So I don't even think I gave a recipe to the guacamole, but I mashed up the avocados. I threw some what I put in there. I sprinkled some garlic in there, some green onions, some sweet chili peppers and some red chili peppers. What else? A little bit of pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan salt, yeah, you don't, just a little dash, because pink Himalayan salt bring out the flavor in anything. I even drop a little pink Himalayan salt in my smoothie sometimes because I don't taste the salt, but the pink Himalayan salt helps bring out the flavor of everything else. I don't know why, it just does. But yeah, that's been my raw vegan experience, 7-day raw vegan experience. Like I said, for the 1,000th time, I for sure will do it again, and I'm most likely going to do it again. And I'm probably going to have, once I get acclimated to how I want my, grocery list, and the other thing is figuring out, balancing out what certain foods provide that certain nutrients, so I'm able to tap into the whole palette of the nutrients and the vitamins and all the good things I need for my body. But I ain't gonna drag this video out too long. 10 out of 10, highly recommend my raw vegan experience, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.